This is the counter asana for thunderbolt pose. I call it lifted thunderbolt pose. I don't know if other people also call it the same, but I call it the lifted thunderbolt. This is lifted thunderbolt pose. When you stretch your toes in and your body gets lifted up 3 to 4 inch, this is called lifted thunderbolt. You have to sit like this. Okay. What are the benefits of lifted thunderbolt? Just few minutes back, I told you about outward stretch, that is called plantar flexion. Just opposite to it, it is called when you stretch your toes towards your body, that is called dorsiflexion. Even in my previous videos, I have described plantar flexion and dorsiflexion in detailing. I've also designed sun salutation for plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. For plantar flexion, sun salutation for muscles. For dorsiflexion, sun salutation for joints. If you want to work on plantar flexion and joint and dorsiflexion, learn those sun salutations and get benefit of it. Okay, so when you push your toe in, that is called dorsiflexion. Okay, what are the benefits of dorsiflexion? See, dorsiflexion helps your bone and joints to work properly. When you take a jump and you go off the floor against the gravity, that is because of the plantar flexion. But when you land on the floor, that smooth landing is performed with good dorsiflexion. If you have a good dorsiflexion, and you jump back to the floor, when you land on the floor, that landing will be smoother. So when you are walking downstairs, when you are walking on downward slope, when you are doing weight training and you are placing weight back to the ground, that smooth movement is handled by dorsiflexion. So when you perform plantar flexion, your muscles, your bones and joints all work together. But when you are on dorsiflexion, your joints and bones take more responsibility for your body management, body movement. Okay. So this is if you and 10 to 20 degree stretch in dorsiflexion is more than enough. So if your toe is vertical, if your foot is vertical, just stretch 10 and 20, more than enough. If you can stretch your toe in 10 to 20 degree, this is enough dorsiflexion. Poor dorsiflexion can cause knee valgus. Knee valgus, when your knees bend inward when you stretch your leg straight.